I was just 13 at the time when this incident happened. My parents went out for dinner together, and I didn't want to join them, so I insisted that I stay home. I told them that I was old enough to be at home and didn't need a babysitter like my grandpa or grandma to come and watch me. I was surprised when they finally caved in and let me stay at home alone. To be honest, I just wanted to be alone at home and watch some TV, blast some music at full volume, and rest. After they got ready, they told me where to find the food and told me what I had to do if anything happened, and they left. I popped in a movie and turned off all the lights, a home theater. Our house was a 2-story building with a basement. An hour into the movie, I heard glass break downstairs in the basement. I lowered the volume on the TV and listened intently. I wasn't sure if there was something downstairs, perhaps a raccoon or another wild animal. That was what I was hoping. Maybe I was overthinking it. There was no sound coming from downstairs. I continued the movie thinking maybe I was overthinking the whole situation. I kept the movie sound at the very minimum. Noises began almost instantaneously after I started again. It sounded like shuffling and moving of objects. We had a lock on the door that leads to the basement. The previous owner had it installed and we never had the reason to remove it, so I quickly ran to the basement door and locked it. I stood at the door, listening. Maybe I was paranoid, maybe it was just an animal. I stood by the door not knowing what to do and not knowing what to think. Suddenly, the door handle began twisting and shaking, at first slowly, then violently. I freaked out. I put all of my body weight against the door. The door shook heavily against me. At this point, I had no idea what to do. I was afraid that the door might not hold and I was too far away from my phone. The second the door stopped shaking, I ran to grab a weapon, whatever I could find. I managed to grab a baseball bat that was in a closet and ran to grab my phone. Shaking, I phoned my parents and told them something was in the basement and I was too scared to check it out. They told me to calm down and to call the police if I was really scared, but I told them that I couldn't because I was just too scared. They told me they were on their way home and told me to stay put. I stood at guard by the door with my baseball bat in hand. It felt like hours. My parents finally came home after 20 minutes, and the police showed up at the same time as them. I told them all what happened, and the police went downstairs. After the police did a full sweep downstairs, they told us that a basement window had been broken, and that footprints can be seen on the basement door. They assumed that the intruder broke through the window, thinking of burglarizing the place. They tried to open the door, but couldn't after kicking and slamming on the door. They left after, maybe because they knew they made a lot of noise, and that other people could hear them, so they left.